Hey guys, what's going on? Yeah, that's Dylan back with another video. I don't know what to call this really. I just know that I've been thinking a lot back on my life when it came to cars. And I'll try to reestablish a love for cars. Because I feel like I'm getting out of touch with it. But the more I think about it, the more I realize I only love cars. And it only gets deeper than that. Now, this is a story about basically all my cars that I've had ever since I've had a license or a permit. Actually, um, I had a 1998 Honda Accord with a 3-liter V6 in it. After that, I got a 1999 Subaru Legacy Outback. That was my first manual vehicle. That's what this video is going to be mainly about. It's strictly that car. Um, So that I got a 1994 Ford Mustang GT convertible. That was also a manual. Um, then I have a 2007. Then I had a 2007 Subaru Impreza Outback Sport. That's again a manual, and it would just spark my love for like standard or manual transmission cars. After that first Subaru, I could never drive a manual car. I could never drive an automatic car. Um, After that 2007 Outback, that was my newest car, like my more up to date vehicle. Um, Now I have a 2002 Ford Mustang GT, again manual. Um, the Honda, it was automatic. The trans was slipping like a bitch, dude. The transmission was gone. Like I would let go of the brake, keep it in drive, and it would just move like it's in neutral. And then I have to rev it up, and about like 2,000 RPM, it would catch on and it would go. It was fun. While I had it, it was so much fun. But it was just like just like fuck it. I didn't know how the DMV worked. I didn't know how anything worked. I just knew that I wanted a car. I had my permit at the time. I actually had my permit at the time. Didn't even have my full license. And it just, I don't know. It was just there. We fucked around with it. We got some gas in it. We just drove around. It had a lot of underlying problems though. Like I remember one time I snuck out and I used it and I floored it. And I got onto this straight by my house. It's straight for like a good 2 miles. I floored it. And when I floored it, it picked up just fine. Like no lag, no like sputtering, no anything. It just went. And I'm like, yo, this is fucking fast. I was going like 106. 106 in a Honda, right? I don't know if I was going 106. It just felt fast. It was really fast. And that was my first sensation of speed. But then went in 7-Eleven, bought what I wanted, and when I came out, it couldn't start. It would like all the lights would turn on, everything's good, but then when I go to do it, everything shuts off. So apparently, I thought it was like a starter issue, but the battery was just it lost its charge. I don't know. I guess I don't know what I did, but the battery lost its charge. So I was like, screw it. I don't really care. Um, so then after that, I kind of I was like searching for a vehicle that was just like a screw around vehicle, but now I'm actually like searching for a car, and I'm searching for this car. I don't know what I want. I'm like 16. I want something because I'm gonna get my license soon. I still have my permit, so I downloaded this app called OfferUp. A couple of you guys probably heard it. I don't know. A lot of people haven't heard about it, surprisingly. But I I looked on there and I didn't know what I want. It had a search bar and like as I scrolled through, I looked at cars that were nearby me. It Had a good deal of cars, but not a lot of them were manual. It was just like automatic Nissan Altimas with like 200,000 miles or something. I was new to the app. I didn't know. So I was like, what car company do I like? Like, do I just type in a car company and it just comes up? I didn't know. So, of course, 16, have an Xbox, have Forza. I'm like, I want a STI. I want a WRX. I can't afford any of that. Even to this day, I cannot afford that. But I just after a while, I was looking at prices. I'm like, oh, I didn't know what the value of a dollar was. I can definitely say it. I didn't know what the value of a dollar was, and I'm like, oh, 8 grand? Yeah, I definitely have 8 grand lying around to go buy it. Nope, nope. Told them 8 grand. They were like, yeah. I told my parents 8 grand for this. They were like, yeah, no, you're not getting that. So that sparked some reality into me. I was like, okay, so obviously that's not my price point. So I started looking, and I'm like, I want to learn manual, cause my friend, right? My friend, I'll say his name. It's Alper. He's Turkish. He had, I don't even know what year, like a '92 or '91 Honda Civic, just a normal Honda Civic 5 speed manual, the sedan. He the thing, it looks so nice. It wasn't done up at all. Like later down the road, we realized, but out of me, Jeff and Alper, we didn't have anything. We kept getting rides from people. It just didn't, it didn't seem like anything was like going on. So we just like, oh shoot, this is cool. This is lit. Had like he had like cambered out. He didn't cut the springs. He got like lowering springs. He had like like BBS replicas. Had a roof rack. Had like stickers on it. Had like a tow hook. Had like an exhaust. It it was just it just seemed so cool to me at the time, and I'm like, and he drove me. He let me drive his car. Mind you, we didn't get too far. I didn't stall, but like I put in the first and I let the clutch, and then the car started doing like that shaking motion, and I'm like, oh shit, like. And then after a while, I got the hang of it. So I went from first. I just drove around, and I liked the fact that I can control everything. And he was like, "All right, try putting in second." I was like, "Shit, second. All right, kicking the clutch." He taught me how to drive stick. I already knew what had to happen, but I didn't know the fundamentals behind it. Like I knew that there was a third pedal, and I had to press that every time I wanted to go shift. But I never understood anything else besides that. He like opened it up for me a little bit. He opened up for me a lot actually, so I can grasp a concept of a manual vehicle. So then I'm going through. I go from first to second gear, and then I'm just hooked. I'm hooked. I'm just like, yo, this is so fun. I would ask him to drive it. He's like, no, you're gonna fuck up my clutch. I'm just like, all right, I get that. Why don't I just look for a manual vehicle on my own? Get myself a manual vehicle. So I started looking, and I'm like, I like Subaru. Subaru's pretty cool. It gotta be manual Subaru, 4 cylinder. I wanted a hat. I wanted like a wagon, so bad. I still love them. It's like the 4 doors. I can fit my friends. 4 doors. I can fit my friends. It's manual. It's good on gas. It's quick. Not fast. It's quick. And it's all-wheel drive. And it's high, so I can, snow, dirt, whatever. I was into off-roading too. Still into off-roading. So I'm like, yo, I'm seeing like all these like light bars and fog lights and all that shit. I'm like, bro, I gotta. Subaru's nothing. It gotta be perfect. That's when I saw the ad. A 1999 Subaru Legacy Outback had 147,000 miles. Um, it was white. It was like the two tone like white and gold with like alloy rims and all that, leather, whatever. It was like loaded. It was like limited. No, it was the 50th and 30th anniversary. It was the anniversary model. So it was loaded. It had a whole bunch of stuff like leather seats, heated mirrors, like all that. And I was like, shit, that's a lot of options. And I'm like, for $1,000, let me just throw a number out there. I was like, yo, 500. He was like, hey, if you can come down here within this week and buy it, it's yours for 500. I was like, shit, alright. I find out where it is. He says in PA. I'm like, sheesh, I gotta go to Philly, but not that PA. It's like Morrisville, Pennsylvania. It's like 30 minutes from here, bro. It's probably probably give or take the same distance from here to Philly, but I didn't pay attention at the time. So Jeff gave me a ride. We went down there. We looked at it, just me and him. So it was like a junkyard. The guy owned like a used car lot, but I guess these are cars that like he can't do anything with. So I looked and it looked like a flood. It was like a flood yard. Like I saw 2016 GTR. We saw like Teslas. We saw like cars you wouldn't expect, like Jaguars. I'm like, what the hell are these doing down here? But then he's like flood damage. Like the GTR was in a flood and it's going for auction. You probably buy it for like like what 20 grand. Let's have a GTR for 20 grand, probably less than that. So I'm like, shit. Does that mean this car's a flood car too? Like I don't want to go in there and smell like water and all that. But he's like, nah, it's not. It's just it came from New York. So like, all right. When I looked on the pictures, it had New York plates on it. So I'm like, all right. So he said it came from New York. So I checked it out. We came up to it, found it. It was behind a S10, a Chevy S10. So I'm looking at it. Okay. So I came from behind it. It had like a whole bunch of like propane tanks. It was storage. It was like a storage vehicle. Like they weren't using it. It was just sitting there. Tires still holding air. Everything was held up. And I'm like, yo, I don't know if I like this. So I'm like, I don't know if I like this or not. I don't know what this is gonna be. I don't know. I just know, like, we went into, we went, like, into the car. It was, like, dirty. It was so dirty. But it was, like, surface dirt, I guess you could say. Like, I knew that if you just, like wiped it away and vacuumed it up, it would look good. So I sat in there. I'm like, yo, these seats feel good. Like, there's not a crack. There's not no crack. There's no cracks in the dashboard. There's no cracks in the steering wheel. There's no cracks like in the seats. No cracks at all. There's no cracks anywhere. The like headliner's clean. The rug is like, it has like a whole bunch of not stains but like rocks and dirt in it. It was just like this thing's clean. Like it's not like it's clean. Like it took me a minute to realize what clean was because I'm like you look at a car it's like yeah that's not clean, but after a while of seeing like rusted out like shit buckets, you're just like that's clean. Even if it's dirty, it's clean. So I'm like alright. So I'm looking at the rust. Boy, yo, it was so bad. I'll post pictures of the car on my Instagram, not my personal, but my vlog Instagram Caribbean vlogs. I'll put it down in the description. But the rust around the rear quarter panel was so bad. Like the fender liner was like it goes around like the wheel well was like this, and like a good chunk of like this. Basically, the whole thing was rusted. The whole thing was rusted, like rusted out. Now, I knew that if there was rust on the frame, I couldn't buy it because that was just not safe. But then I look and the frame's fine. Like the frame is just fine. I was like, oh shoot, frame is just fine. It's just like rusting like the quarter panels and shit, like a little bit on the rockers. I'm like, you know what? Can't be that bad. I wasn't worried about it. It was just like my parents. So shit. So I didn't even I didn't even want to test drive it. I'm like, dude, I don't know how to drive stick and I don't want to fuck up your car. So he's like, oh, that's fine. So he's